I don't know how far back they go.
Or Ronald Reagan.
Which
He was a Republican, right?
a piece of trivia.
For a while, anyway.
If Trump gets elected, he and Reagan will be the only two presidents that have a star in the Hall of Fame on the sidewalk.
Did Reagan have his before he was elected president?
I would think so, yeah. So did Donald Trump.
He did?
Hey,
did you see that?
You know what
did
it's
you
for?
see somebody that...
You know what it's for? I looked it up.
Okay.
He got a star because he was the producer on The Apprentice.
For being the producer?
Yeah.
That's his show. Hey,
I know.
do you see someone built a wall around his star on...
I know. I saw that too, and that's how I learned that it was
and
for
I don't
the
understand.
Apprentice. What? It's a great gag.
I don't know.
It's a little cement wall with a little bit of barbed wire over the top of it that trotally blocks. And it's only like 2 inches high.
Yeah,
it's
so
cute.
it did nothing except
trip
people.
It's symbolic.
It tripped people.
Yeah, with the liability there, I would trip there and sue them.
So who?
I don't know. The wall builders?
Donald Trump?
But probably the Chinese.
You could get the
It keeps the Mongolians out.
You could get Mexico to pay for it.
Yeah. It's the Mongolians you want to keep out of there. Okay, Republican National Convention. We got a lot of things there.
Okay, so this I want to clear
okay,
this
go ahead.
up because I see people screaming all over the place. Two different things. They either say Republican National Convention, or when somebody says RNC Convention, they say,
"Oh, it's redundant."
That's redundant. It's not. It's Republican National Committee Convention.
Oh, really?
It's absolutely
okay.
It's not
so
like
it's
saying,
really at RNCC.
Yeah, sure. Except why would you say that?
Because that's proper.
That's ridiculous.
It's the Republican National Committee Convention.
Yeah, you don't have to turn everything into
How about
an acronym.
this? How about NRC squared?
What does that mean?
Square.
RNC.
I mean
You keep
RNC
saying
squared.
NRC, and I don't know why.
NRC is Nuclear Regulatory Commission, which I deal with occasionally, but that's another issue. Plutonium.
Moving on. And moving on.
Well, we'll start. It's old news, but the open carry controversy. Apparently, the union president of the union there in Cleveland, the policeman, asked the governor to suspend constitutional rights and not allow open carry. Although I guess concealed carry would have been good. I don't know. Or he wanted to ban all guns. Maybe I don't know. Good for Kasich. Was it who is the Ohio governor? I can't think of
Kasich.
Is it Kasich?
Yeah.
He said, I don't have the power to do that.
Yep.
Sorry,
Nope.
guys.
Yeah, bummer. And I think he really did mean sorry. Like, I wish I could.
You think so? That's too bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like him.
I would have much rather it if he would have said, sorry, I can't help you. And, really be in favor of people's rights.
Yeah, that would have been great. Speaking of that, though,
But,
not necessarily in favor of people's rights, but Michigan State Police are there.
Yeah, I want to get into that. You and I talked about that the other day.
So Michigan State Police sent like 100
officers.
Troopers, officers.
Yeah. They're not officers. Don't insult
them. I think
them.
they are, but okay.
No, they're troopers.
Okay.
Anyways.
They're in Cleveland now, I assume. I mean, they got sworn in Cleveland.
Apparently, our entire state police troopers are all in Cleveland, and there's not a one in the state of Michigan.
Not a single one. Which isn't true, because I saw one with his silly-looking lights on behind me today.
Trying to pull you over?
He tried.
Honking,
He
sirens,
tried.
waving frantically. And you're going like, pass me, pass me. Come on.
Couple pit maneuvers.
I'm going 85. Pass me. I'm not in your way. How fast do you want me to go?
Yeah.
No, they send 100 troopers there, which I was opposed to.
And they're riding motorcycles.
Some are motorcycles.
Apparently helpful. People are making the connection between that and Dallas, that they're riding motorcycles, which is either good or bad because of Dallas. I don't understand, but they're trying to stay mobile.
Well, maybe some of the motorcycle officers got shot in Dallas. I don't know.
Or maybe they were on motorcycles so they could go fast and outrun a bullet. I didn't understand.
Or there was a motorcycle escort for when Kennedy was assassinated. That was in Dallas as well.
But that might have been it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you watch a Zapruder film, you'll see a lot of motorcyclists there.
There are.
Not one got hit.
Yeah. But you were saying you heard, was it a lieutenant?
Yeah, the lieutenant that's sort of like the head guy that's with the troopers there. He was on a radio show or something, and he talked about they asked them a question about, well, does this open carry bother you and stuff? And they said, we've been open carrying in Michigan. Our troopers know all about open carry, and it's just fine. We don't have issues with those guys, and we don't bother them. And we look at body language, and we look at how they're carrying themselves and those kinds of things. But
are they shooting at us?
Yeah, are they shooting? Are they shooting people? That's
How
one
would
of our
you ever
first
tell the difference between a good guy with a gun and a bad guy with a gun?
The,
I don't
the
know.
one shooting children.
Turns out the Michigan State Police
They figured
can
it out.
do that.
They figured it out.
It's weird.
Well, I will say Michigan Open Carry Incorporated has a pretty good rapport with the state police, at least at the Capitol. We've had several events there with lieutenants and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they it's amazing when moms demanded action and stuff. We were there, and well, I'm just saying that they were bitching at the state police, like these guys have got guns and stuff, and they're all like, these guys are great.
They said we have guns too.
Yeah,
yeah.
These guys are great.
They really did.
So,
and I will say anecdotally, all of the times I've been pulled over, I've had more pleasant experiences with state troopers than any other agency.
yeah.
And they're
trained very well.
Several examples of that.
You've been pulled over numerous times.
I really have, but yeah.
Mostly it's because of the banging people are hearing from the trunk of your car.
Right. Yeah. The leg dragging. Yeah. Both with and without a gun in the car.
Your bloody shirt.
I've had
all that stuff.
Yeah, played a lot of Halloween shows.
The 15 Boy Scout neckerchiefs in your back seat. Those kinds of things you get pulled over for.
Yeah. They never did find them, though.
No, they never will. Okay, so open carry, not a big deal. Apparently fairly, well, overall, not much has happened. This is the last
really,
night.
not much. I mean,
few protests. I heard the whole thing was pretty dull. Empty seats in the venue. People are leaving hotels early and going home.
I know.
they're not even staying to listen to their damn candidate.
Julie Borowski is there, and she's streaming live, and she said she's kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
Because it's not very exciting.
She was hoping it was going to be 1968 in Chicago for the Democratic.
I don't think that's what she was hoping, but she said,
we'll see what happens there at their convention.
She saw Black Lives Matter. She saw the God guy, as she explained him, which was humorous.
Did she see open carriers?
She said she saw one.
Okay.
From what I saw.
Yeah.
But otherwise, not really. She saw police on horses. She saw...
Troopers? Michigan State troopers on motorcycles?
I don't know. She didn't mention that, but something that did happen that I heard, I don't know how much truth there is to it, but apparently a few of the groups were throwing urine at each other.
Yeah.
The KKK, Westboro Baptist Church.
And the Black Lives Matter, I thought, wasn't it? Or was it another group? I don't remember. There were at least three groups.
But yeah.
It was the same urine, which was odd because it was in a balloon.
It just wouldn't break.
It back and forth. It's like you're playing hot potato. When the timer goes off, you're it.
Yep.
Oh boy. I wanted to get back to the Michigan State Police thing.
It's really not a big deal, though.
I
There's
don't
nothing there to
think
talk
that
about.
we should have sent anybody to Cleveland for a political convention.
Why?
Because I don't think it constitutes any kind of mutual aid. It's the
What
first
does that
time.
mean?
The first time that Michigan State Police have ever done this for a convention. They've sent guys to natural disasters like to Katrina and stuff like that, where they confiscated guns and threw people out of their homes.
Yep.
That I understand.
And you're okay with that.
That's fine.
Yeah, going door to door and
our firefighters for the state of Michigan. They'll travel out west and fight fires, and those people out west will come to Michigan and fight fires. That's a natural disaster. That's something that's sort of unplanned and it's an emergency and there's lives in danger. This is a Republican National Committee convention, and it's C squared. And screw them. Yeah, now they're paying for it, I guess. But
they better be.
But I just don't.
I mean, that's what I care about most.
Do we not need the 100 troopers? Well, then let's cut 100 troopers. I don't know.
Do you think that we don't have 100 troopers that are off duty at any one time?
Well, but they're on duty at some point. Are these all guys on vacation?
I don't think so. Are
which I could understand.
Are the same 100 troopers there For the duration of the event?
That's my understanding.
I
Yes,
don't know
they
if
were
that's
all.
true
Well,
or
I think
not,
it is
but
because they were all sworn in at one
I
time
think
before the
I
convention
think they can probably find
as Cleveland police officers, so they could enforce
can
Ohio law.
probably find 100 other troopers that are willing to pick up their
Illinois
shifts.
state troopers aren't there.
Illinois doesn't border Ohio.
It doesn't matter. I was going to bring that up. Thanks for leading it in there. Apparently, Ohio has a law that says out-of-state law enforcement can't come into Ohio to help for anything unless they border Ohio.
Yeah.
So Illinois said, well, we'd really love to send some over there, but, we can't. But it's funny because there's cops here from Washington, D.C. and other states that are not bordering Ohio.
I just really don't see the issue.
I don't
with
like it.
I don't understand
I don't
why.
like it.
I don't see the issue.
State sovereignty. Screw it.
What?
Big earthquake.
Are you serious?
Volcano.
What does that have to do with sovereignty at all? It's not the federal
natural
government.
disasters.
Look, if the federal government came in and said you must send your troopers to Ohio, that's a different story. How many you
can't do that.
You make the point. Yeah, because of
they can
things
do
like
the National
state
Guard. I don't know if
sovereignty,
they
right?
could do this.
Exactly. So, but you made the point that Michigan's never sent troopers to a political convention
something
before.
like this,
How
yeah.
many have been in a bordering state?
It's been in Cleveland lots of times.
Not lots of times.
Yeah, at least 2.
400.
My point is, what if we have Comic-Con there? Comic-Con?
That's the DNC that's coming up.
It's coming. That's in Philadelphia. Where does it stop? What if we have some big comic convention there? Are they going to call in the police because there might be trouble
If they're
from out of state? Come on.
maybe it's a little different because this is government that we're
I don't
talking
buy it.
about, right? But
The NRC is a private organization.
Look, no. Look, I wouldn't have a problem with it if it was Comic-Con
If they
or anything
can't-
else, right? If they're paying for it, yeah,
Bullshit.
really.
No, I don't want. No, they're not. But they're not paying dollar for dollar. They're
How
paying.
do you know?
They're paying. Are they paying for the training? Are they paying for the bullets and the guns and the radios and the police cars and the motorcycles
so
that the state has invested in the troopers?
The training.
It's not paying for that.
So
it's paying straight hourly wages and expenses and the grunt.
So you're telling me that
So-
these troopers cannot get a night job doing security at a local strip club if the strip club doesn't pay for their training?
Not
Is that
wearing
what
a
you're
uniform.
saying?
I would think so.
The uniform has what to do with the training exactly?
Nothing to do with it. But they're not representing the Michigan State Police.
I don't know if they are.
These guys are. You're damn right they are. They're not going there as private security. They're going as law enforcement officers that have the same arresting powers as a police officer.
Look, municipalities do it all the time, right? They have mutual aid agreements with
neighboring counties,
for
for
talking about a state.
disasters and other things like that.
And they don't help with large events. I know for a fact they do.
I don't know about that.
Absolutely. Come on, yeah. Or they stage if like for example, if Michigan
it's
State
within a
has a
county
big football
maybe or
game or
something.
something, the neighboring areas will be ready and they'll be staged.
They might be
and
on
prepared.
standby or something, but
It's no different.
It's just, you're leaving the state. It's like going to Czechoslovakia or something.
No,
it's not the same.
It's like leaving Detroit and going to Warren.
Well, they're right next to each other.
Ohio's right next to Michigan.
Cleveland.
We're not talking about the. I don't know.
I don't like it.
Mount Pleasant Police or something. We're talking about the state police.
I don't like it.
Michigan.
Don't like it.
Yeah, you can not like it. You're wrong.
Pence. I'm right. I'm
Look,
right.
we're going to take a break. And when we come back,
we can talk 2 minutes here. We can talk with Pence.
I want to talk about Pence
boy.
for 3 minutes though, and we don't have time for that right now.
Can I do a trivia question? I have
Yes.
2. Which one should I do?
The second one.
I like that one too. What son of a president was present at the assassination of 3 U.S. presidents? What son of a president was present at the assassination of 3 U.S. presidents? I'll even give you the president, so I'll give you a time frame. It was Lincoln, Garfield, and McKinley. This person was there for all 3 of those assassinations, which makes him a suspect.
I would think so. 2 things. One.
What?
Well, one was he should be a suspect. 2 was I think you've done this one before.
Have I?
Maybe.
Well, we got new viewers all the time.
Don't forget to...
They listen to us once and they don't listen
that's
to us
true.
again.
That's
It's
true.
all new.
Yeah, we could do the same show every week and nobody would hear it twice. Don't forget to head over to adoddshow.com,
so sad.
facebook.com/adoddshow. Pick up a shirt and tell us what you think. We'll be right back.
Lock it in. And rip the knob off. Red State Talk Radio.
My Parents Open Carry, a pro-gun kids